Hello again, Brandon here at the front of the shop. So I've been in full-blown holiday season here, Christmas mode lately here around the shop. Been moving some merchandise here for the Christmas sage, and with that, did a few of these personalized gift bags. It's just a plain old brown bag that I really quickly whipped out this Christmas tree on. Very simple, just a couple of paint colors, 2 shades of green and a red, a foam brush, and a Q-tip, cotton swab Q-tip. So if you want to see how to quickly turn out something like this, maybe you use it for personalizing gift bags, maybe you use it for making Christmas cards, maybe you use it for making some home decor items you want to decorate your house with. You know, you could do this on some pieces of wood, you could do it on a canvas, whatever you want. But very quick and simple, just a matter of minutes to turn this thing out. So if you want to have a quick real-time look at how to do this, let's go right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so again here I'm keeping this simple. This is just a brown gift bag essentially that I'm going to work with here. But again, this is an idea that you could use for, you know, Christmas cards, gift bags, maybe some home decor items, or just something that you wanted to do. But the point of this here is very simple, quick and easy. All I'm using is a 1-inch foam angled tip foam brush, and a Q-tip is all I'm doing here. And I'm using 3 colors. You're going to need 2 different shades of green. I'm just going to use some real entry-level Master's Touch acrylic. I've got a grass green and a bright green. So a medium value of green and a lighter green will work. If you want to make it a little more on the realistic Christmas tree, darker tone side of things, you can go with a much darker green as your initial layer, and then a medium value for the highlight. I'm going to go with the medium value as my background color and a brighter one just to keep it a little bit more festive. All I've got here is my medium value green on the tip of this foam brush, and I'm going to come in here and basically make a line right down the middle just to define where my tree is going to be. That's all I'm going to do here. And then with the tip of this, we're going to, or the chiseled edge of this, we're going to create a couple of little limbs here at the top with the edge, something like that. And then I'm literally going to just turn this foam brush here on its side straight in, touch this color right down the center. Now we're going to be adding more limb texture on the edges of this, so this is just touch it right down the middle to create the bulk of the middle of this tree. That's about it right there. Now using the edge of this again to start creating a few places where this tree is going to extend some limbs out, coming down. On both sides. Just getting an idea of how wide we want to make this and where we want to put these limbs. Just touching it with this foam brush again. And now come and fill back in some of your gaps that don't extend all the way out to the edges. Do the same thing on the other side. Just fill in some of that gap space. That's really about all you need. Alright, now, literally with the same brush, I'm going to move into my lighter value of green. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start with touching this lighter color on the top edges of these areas that I extended out as my furthest extending branches on these edges. I'm just going to touch that in there. And do the same thing on the other side, right on the tops of my furthest extending limbs, putting a little bit of this lighter highlight value of green. And I'll use the edge of it to get just a little something here at the tip as well. Okay, so now what you've got is the middle that we need to work with. Now here's what we're going to do. To make this real nice and simple, we're going to put paint all along the edge of this foam brush, but I'm going to come into this at an angle where I'm going to be pushing this top corner into the canvas the hardest, which is going to create a wedge-shaped brush stroke effect. And I want the tip of my wedge to be pointing out this way, to be like a limb that's extending out towards us. So if you come in here, take this tip that's closest to our bag, push that in the hardest, you'll see it created a wedge shape with the tip pointing out to the left. See that? If you lead with that point, push it in the hardest, you'll get that wedge-shaped looking brush stroke and have it pointing over to the left for these limbs that are on the left side of the tree. And I'll do the opposite for the right. I'm going to tilt my foam brush this way, and I'm going to lead with the tip again, so the wedge tip is pointing over to the right, like that. And just randomly dropping those in there. And then right down the center, I'm not going to make this wedge point really much one way or the other. I'm just going to kind of touch in a few little dots like that. Maybe one here right at the bottom. And now that's it for the green. Now we're going to switch to our fancy Q-tip. I'm going to go right into some red. Make a semblance of a couple of hoops here at the top for a bow, maybe, on the top of our tree. And then we're going to drag some red down from that to create what looks like ribbon extensions coming off the bow. Now if you take the time to let this, is acrylics obviously, you take the time to let this dry between passes, you can just drag your color across and not have to worry about it. This paint's still wet, so I'm just kind of trying to touch that red color onto the top of what's already there. Something like that. Now I'm just going to create some random red, what would be like a ball ornament, a round ball shaped ornament onto the tree. So I'm just going to come in here with this red into this Q-tip and just put in some red Christmas ornaments. And what's nice about this is sometimes you're not getting quite full coverage of your red paint when you do this, because of the way the Q-tip acts. And so you almost get a built-in effect of, if these were metallic Christmas tree ornaments, you almost get a built-in effect of reflection of green limbs into these that would be there. And there it is. Very quick, simple, easy. You can turn a lot of these out in a very short period of time if you're trying to decorate bags, decorate Christmas cards, and you want to provide a personalized touch on something that you've done yourself. A foam brush and a Q-tip, 3 colors of paint. Very simple and quick, easy to do. Have fun with that one, you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more videos in the future. Until next time, happy holidays, happy painting, everybody.